Warthunder, yes, Warthunder, a game I have to constantly hear my mods talk nonsense about, and I'm sitting there and they're talking about tigers and cobras, and I'm like leopard, and I'm like, what the fuck are y'all? Are you in a zoo? I don't get a shit about this. I don't like games like this, but a lot of people I know like games like this, so it is what it is. What do you mean I quit that game? Yeah, you've quit it now, but like, listen, there was a phase where it went on and on. Blesk is not even here. I don't know where the hell he is. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't like this. Most people do for some reason. It's maybe a good game, but I heard it's a lot of pay to win and people complain about it. It sounds like my issues with a lot of games where they're fun, but they're so pay to win that I rather fucking look at the wall. Anyways, let's play the game. Let's play the game. Let's play the video.
Hey people, Seth here. If I sound a little different, it's because you're having a psychotic episode.
Thank God.
I sound exactly the same. It's the parasites eating at your brain which say otherwise.
Gaslighting? Gaslighting isn't real. You're just crazy. Now, take your medication. Question: what did you want to be when you grew up? If you answered, I wanted to be trapped in a steel, sweaty container with 3 other men, then, oh boy, I got just the game.
It doesn't
for you.
sound that bad.
Warthunder. Warthunder is an experience
sounds
that I
like
have subjected
Vrchat
myself
lobby
to for the better part of a decade. And much like an abusive stepfather, let's just say a little bit of Warthunder will always be with me, whether I like it or not.
Never know when
and
you
now,
need that
like
jar.
Ordered alimony after years of parental neglect, they're giving me money. In exchange, I use foundation to cover the bruises and cigarette burns on my skin, and I tell everyone I know that, yeah, the dents on my head, yeah, I was born with those. Warthunder is an online military vehicle combat game, which is completely free on PC, Xbox Series X, and PlayStation 5. No purchase necessary, just download and play. And it's fully cross-platform, which means if you're playing the correct...
That laptop has like lived through like 50 lifetimes. Like, what the fuck has happened to this one? Did someone throw acid on it? Like, what's going on? I do love this Nintendo 64 though. It's quite beautiful. I used to have a GameCube a long time ago. I don't know where it is. I really miss my GameCube. I love a lot of games. I think that one day whenever I'm dying and old, I might like spend money on getting all the old consoles, because my mom and my aunt threw away all of my fucking all of my old consoles. It's kind of sad. I think that laptop has been in a fire or explosion. It looks like it's been beaten up, but I thought it seemed a little bit like a little bit of acid. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's been broken. Does this look like an Xbox, or is this a suitcase? Like, I don't even know at this point.
Fully cross-platform, which means if you're playing the correct platform, you get to dunk on console babies all day. Register today using my link and you get a bunch of free stuff.
Is this an ad? Poggers, I love that. Give Seth money, more money to Seth. He makes great video. Anyways, dude, I think the people like games making more cross-platform is fun. I think it's really nice. I hope the games keep doing that. I think it's nice to have more players. Also, I don't touch FPS though, but I think that aim assist is kind of lame. But regardless, I think it's nice that you can get more people. Like, if I want to play with my lost grandpa from the other side of the world, and he's like, you know, he's a PlayStation 4 player, it's nice that I can launch my really fucking expensive PC and play like Genshin Impact with him on his PlayStation 5. It's very nice.
This is important because you're going to spend it on a premium Japanese plane so you can dominate rank 1. I'm speaking from personal experience.
Gets
that's
old.
Exactly what I did.
It's kind of weird. Franco, like, dude, fucking Filthy Frank, like, even at this time, like, I thought I would be done with that sort of humor at this point, like, after so long, but while rewatching it still makes me laugh. I don't know, I think I'm just fucked up in my brain.
I'll tell you the real reason I'm doing this. They had to give me a press account, which means I get every vehicle for free temporarily, which is why I have to keep lying to their face regarding the status of this video. I don't care about the cash. This shit's worth more than anything they could ever pay me. What you have to...
It's not weird. So I haven't not had that many sponsorships, but like, the thing is that when people give you sponsorship, they usually give you like a Prime account. They beefed up your account to have everything, because regardless, you'll keep everything. I feel like it's weird that they have added I think that is weird that they have given someone a sponsorship and then they're like, let's code in a temporary like feature for partnered content creators, so that they don't actually keep all the content or all of the vehicles and stuff like that, in case they actually enjoy the game. Fucking
to understand about this sponsorship is that this is a hostage situation, because if you do not accept what I submit, I'm going to submit it anyway, and I'll make it worse. That was a joke. Look, I'll do anything. I'll say anything. Just please, let me keep the press account. Corporate blackmail aside, I actually really like this game. To understand exactly how long I've played this garbage, I was here when it was just air combat, and even that was pretty sick. Later on, they expanded to tanks. More recently, they do naval combat as well. Basically, you get the choice between
I'll be honest, this looks cool.
One is a several thousand-ton Japanese destroyer. The other is a yacht. Sometimes, someone will pick the yacht. I shoot them, and they die. To this day, I have no idea why this is an option. Naturally, having so many different game modes,
this looks cool
and intuitive control scheme. And if you're looking for that, you can fuck
but
right
also
off and
I would
play
be
a different
bored.
Game. Firing an all-aspect infrared
Don't
missile is three
don't worry
different
about
keybinds.
that.
Fair enough. The key to dodge the aforementioned missile
I got
with
Genshin, man.
countermeasures,
I got no
unbound
time for
by
other
default.
games.
Also, fair enough. But having a dedicated button on my keyboard by default to eject my spent missile casings so my plane can truly reach its full speed of 1 kilometer faster than before, that's where I draw the line. This isn't critique, it is praise. It subverts expectation and keeps you on your toes. I'm still waiting for the patch that rebinds mouse click to authorize direct debit transfer to Gaijin Entertainment. I think when that finally happens, gaming
like
will truly peak as a medium. The general idea is pretty simple. Every vehicle in this game is an accurate, one-to-one historical reconstruction of a real thing, unless it comes from the Soviets, in which case you read whatever
that looks
number
like
they
a
give
nice
you,
pillow.
divide that by 10, and arrive somewhere close to the truth. And
little
people
ass
take this
cushion.
shit very seriously. Some time ago, we had a fiasco with Gaijin releasing a modern tank, and some guy on the forum said, actually, that's not accurate. Everybody said, prove it, and he did, by leaking confidential military documents. Somewhere out there, someone is getting court-martialed because of Warthunder, and all this just so you can have an accurate damage model. I love this community. There's no health bars. This game operates on simulation. There is no such thing as the vehicle. The vehicle is a sum of its parts and the crew. You blow out the engine, it can't move. You pop the fuel, it starts burning. You snap off the elevator, and it won't stay in the air for long. You shoot the ammunition rack, it explodes, cooking everyone inside. You hit the armor at an angle, it ricochets right off. You get the idea. Either you blow it up or you kill the crew, whichever comes first. If you die in a tank, you get a dramatic kill cam reconstruction of whatever killed you. This might seem like eye candy or an opportunity to learn, but in reality, it's an excuse to complain in all chat that the shot was bullshit and that Gaijin is a trash developer with a clear Russian bias. Repeat this often, and I assure you, the community will quickly accept you as one of their own. To play, you have to pick the...
Just to work out through. Sounds about right, man. The toxic community, man. You know, if I did nothing wrong, it's the game's fault, and you're a hacker. That fuck you. I am better than you. Don't you ever say anything. The development sucks, and they can't. The dev sucks, and they can't fucking hotfix their game. They can't balance shit, and we move on from there. That's like the proper gamer rant. By the way, can you post more of that link? Everyone get into the stream thingy. Get in and put your units.
Between Alliance or Horde.
Hey, listen, Natty. He said something important. He did. They leaked some of the Chinese tank ammo recently. Nice. You can't blame the game except if it's a Russian tank. There you go. Wait, what's the point of this?
Their own. To play, you have to pick between Alliance or Horde. Choose
Thank
your
God.
subclass. In this case,
Give
Italian,
me the orc.
and queue up for a game. Italians are effective against the Swedish, but get defeated by the Chinese, who win in every exchange, only losing to their
Pesto
natural
wins
predator.
against fucking
escalators. That was a complete
meatballs?
lie. Let's
Nice.
continue. Much like on Earth, there's a bunch of races,
Any orcs?
and you get to follow their historical military vehicle
Norway.
development across time. You start with the earliest tin cans and
That was on
biplanes
Norway.
from World War II, and work your way way up to modern times by researching and unlocking new vehicles from their respective tech tree. In combat, you get matched with similar vehicles according to their battle rating. Pro tip, if you queue into a game with an 11.0 jet fighter and a bunch of 1.0 pea shooters, you will be matched with other supersonic jet fighters.
I know nothing about like these kind of aircrafts or guns or any missile or anything, so all I hear is like fucking, I hear this guy speaking Hebrew to me at this point. Like, I don't even get what's going on.
And if you actually dare to spawn in as one of your shitty little Wright brother origami paper planes, you will have a very short but very memorable experience. Luckily, air combat doesn't require a flight stick. I can pilot just fine with a mouse, and I've never used anything else. There's 3 different modes: arcade, realistic, and simulation. What's the difference? Arcade is realistic, but you can lead your shots with a crosshair. It's exactly the same with tank combat, except your crosshair changes color depending on your predicted penetration. Now, to paint a picture of what realistic is like, once I flew for 5 minutes straight, fired my cannon at the enemy, and it jammed. Now the only way to unjam it is to manually land your plane on a friendly airstrip. So I flew back to the airfield. The match was over before I even deployed my landing gear. And simulation is just me crashing the same plane repeatedly. Sometimes I actually managed to take off before crashing back down again.
Though.
You probably guessed it by now, but realistic and simulation is for certain kinds of people. People who believe that flying is real, which...
Put on a VR headset for this.
There's no such thing. You're telling me that if you drive this car fast enough, it's gonna go up in the air and soar like a bird. Okay, sure thing, buddy. They literally put a scrolling wallpaper and rock the cabin and have you pretend you just moved across the world. Here's an idea. Next time you're in the middle of your flight, try to stand up and leave. Tell the flight attendant that you're pretty happy where you are and you would just like to get off. So if you don't mind, please stop the plane and let me get out.
I'm playing in VR.
Notice them start to visibly shake, sweat, and foam at the mouth at the suggestion, giving you all manner of excuses as to why that's not possible. So no, it doesn't really matter if you play arcade or realistic, as the very concept of flight itself is unrealistic. But if you're looking for a completely authentic experience, it's out there. It's slower, meticulous, and a lot more calculated, but there's nothing quite like it. When you finally get in the air and you're like, oh yeah, so how do I see things? You click every key, none of them work, and then you realize, oh, I have to manually move my neck, just like the real thing. If you're watching this and currently slouching, I hope you feel self-conscious right now and correct your posture before it's too late.
Oh yeah,
before
sorry,
they
Seth.
find your fossilized cadaver and conclude this was no human, this was a troglodyte. On the other hand, if you actually want to have fun, play arcade. I do. So does 90% of the people who play this game. Warthunder is much like chess. Everybody says they play it. Everybody knows how to play it. But nobody actually does it in public, because if you do, people will find out that actually you have no idea what you're doing. Sometimes I do great. Sometimes I don't. But I clip those parts out because it's my video. So what do you do in this game? What do I do in this game? Well, I queue up and then I ignore every objective and tunnel vision my way to getting as many sick frags as possible. Sometimes I like to fool the enemy by playing like shit they expect me to try. But instead, I die to my own poor decision making. Nothing matters except hitting first place on the scoreboard. Did we lose? Not my problem. I have 10 kills. I made a discovery while recording this footage. Playing this game on public Wi-Fi is wild. I can reliably make my ping go to 999, which makes for the most
You've ever played those multiplayer games where you have that teammate or you're trying to attack this guy that is lagging, that has like bad internet connection, so he just teleports around? I remember playing WoW. I will always remember these situations. I remember when I was young and people had that fucking dial-up internet, man. I remember seeing this goddamn rogue teleport from Africa to north of Norway to America to China all the way, and he fucking killed me. I could not hit him for shit. He just teleported everywhere. I don't know if it was a chatter or like, no, a cheater. What a chatter. If it was a cheater, he was a chatter cheese, or he was fucking just lagging. I think he was lagging like crazy, and it's so weird. I've seen those experiences a couple times. I think I even looked at it. I think I've experienced that even in Overwatch 1, where someone is lagging, so I shoot them, but they're not getting hit, and then it's like, well, what is going on? So I absolutely hate it. Chads don't cheat. Exactly. Chads use terrible internet connection, and that's what they move on.
entertaining kind of footage. Also, I assure you, you will never have a dogfight as intense as this. When your latency is so high, it's measured in minutes. Space and time have warped. They have lost all meaning. Every plane you target will zip to another position. Everyone is a stand user, including yourself. Shoot a plane, you miss. Shoot the open air, you get a kill. I check the scoreboard, and it's for a player who hasn't even spawned. Full disclosure, prior to this video, I never spent a cent on this game. I just stay in the low tiers. Everybody else can have a rat race. All I need is my shitty battle rank 1 Swedish reserve.
I think it's kind of interesting. You know what I think? Think about this, because I remember Asmongold. Like, there's a lot of content creators are fucking millionaires, okay, not millionaires, and they don't buy shit in this free-to-play game. Like, I mean, well, let's look a little bit away, but I'm talking about skins and stuff like that. They just step away from skins and stuff like that. I wish I had that mindset when it comes to skin, because I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's the human nature in with me. I see some little Gucci and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to wear that. So I tend to buy skins, but I will be honest, I wish I did not give a shit about skins. I don't know what it is about looking flashy, but I like looking flashy. So often I tend to be a little bitch and buy skins, but I'm kind of impressed by this, that he's just like Warthunder. I hear people complain about Warthunder all the time, and people need to pay stuff. So if he's managed to play the game without buying anything, now he got everything. But if he managed to do that just generally, that's pretty cool.
Else can have a rat race. All I need is my shitty battle rank 1 Swedish reserve plane, because for some reason it comes with 4 goddamn turrets, and I shred. Do I want to go up in rank? Do I want to grind up all the modifications? Hell no. Battle rank 1, baby. I live here. I'm here to tell you, don't go for the carrot on a stick. Don't feel like there's an obligation to do or to grind or to buy anything. I assure you, if you let it, this game will absolutely consume you. Don't let that happen, because if you do, you're gonna burn out and you're not gonna have any fun. Listen,
I don't know about the burnout of fun. Probably, maybe we'll start getting annoyed, but I'm just saying this straight away. If you spend once, they already grabbed your ass, and you're gonna spend more, and they're gonna keep holding your ass until you spend more and more and more. If you open up a possibility of spending once, you will be fine by spending more. So don't spend money on these games if you don't really want to super support it. Just Skeevit, thank you so much, man. Wow. Thank you for gifting Asmongold a sub. I will send him a message later and be like, dude,
they have given 14 gift subs in the channel.
I know you don't know this yet, but actually someone has been gifting you on both your channels multiple subs. Can you come once to chat and say Lamau? And he'll be like, tell me to shut up, and we'll move on.
I got infinite resources right now. I've been to high BR for both.
I'm just joking. Asmon is so sweet. Our chat is literally just like a bunch of hearts. It just smiles and hearts. Dude, he's a real nice guy. I would never say something like that.
And air battles, and I gotta say, holy shit, it's incredibly fun. But it's a completely different game. I had to bind like 5 new keys just to do this. Yeah, I love high-end plane combat, but eventually my nervous system can't keep up. Flying at speeds exceeding Mach 1 for prolonged periods of time makes you go insane, and I find myself returning to low rank just to decompress. Anyway, the point is, there's nothing you can buy to make you good at the game. If you get something better, so does everybody else. Except now you're dealing with more competent veteran players that understand the game inside and out. And that's really the defining characteristic between players. Knowledge. My plane's not particularly fast or strong, but it's built for turning. I understand the concept of trading potential energy for kinetic energy, and in an extended dogfight, I'll just wear down the enemy. Also, no, T-34s are not incredibly powerful. It's just that you're very likely to hit them at a slight tilt from the front, unknowingly shooting shells at effectively twice the normal length of plating, complaining that it doesn't penetrate, getting frustrated at the game, and going to the forums to ask Gaijin exactly.
Can I ask a question? Like this Warthunder, you're playing a tank or an airplane, right? And both of those vehicles are in the game. Why would you play a tank when you can be in a plane? Am I like misunderstanding something? Like, why would you not be in the air, shoot, but fucking rapid fire everything instead of being like why would you not be that and be a slow vehicle that does like barely anything, can barely see anything? Some people like different play styles. Aren't you like handicapped in a way? You know what I mean? Like you're sort of like in a disadvantage. You know what I mean? No, is it not? Okay, I don't know. Maybe tanks are OP. I don't fucking know. If you're a plane trying to focus a tank, you'll get focused by people in planes too. I mean, that makes sense. But what I'm saying is that if you're a tank, you're gonna get focused by everything anyways. You are explaining something that I complain about a lot. Thank you so much. Great minds think alike. I don't know. I just see this and I thought about it. I don't fucking know, man.
How long they plan to spend before they make a good game. Pro tip, you can't outsmart physics, but you can learn the design of each tank, and that makes all the difference. I'm not shooting blindly. I'm aiming for the tank underskirt, the viewing port, and the stockings. Don't laugh. These are technical terms. I memorize the location of ammunition racks for every tank in my battle rating, so I can blow them directly. Obviously, that's complete bullshit, and I just get lucky. But I like to think otherwise. This game is easy to pick up, but it takes years to properly develop Stockholm Syndrome.
He sounds like an anime protagonist in a way. Like he just swung a sword and then he's like fucking talking about all these details that he actually didn't think about, but he's just making this one thing much bigger than it is.
Thunder is a great meditative game because nothing really goes too fast, so you have time
Get it,
to
Stockholm
think.
Syndrome, because he's playing a Swedish
it is a perfect game for siphoning company time, because by the time you drive up to the front line, it can easily take a minute. In that time, you can answer an email, open up some ransomware, drink a little coffee as it infects your data center, and just get back to goofing off, all for an hourly wage. If you frequently have to leave your desk for more than 5 minutes, play a bomber and just keep climbing while AFK. You will single-handedly win the match, and you don't even have to be there. One feature that unfortunately has been scrapped is the ability to commit friendly fire. Back in the day, it was really funny because people would spawn in and scream.
Can someone read his name? What the hell? Is this a Polish name? Holy moly.
PL in team chat. And once I remember a guy replied with, I'm not Polish, I'm from the UK, to which they all responded by driving up to his engine block, shooting it, and driving away. I love this community. It's as they say, a truly tolerant society should not tolerate the British.
It reminds me about a lot of people. Like I saw this like video of this like it's just this kid, like this Russian girl being with this thickest English, like Russian English accent, and they're like, I am from America, where are you from? And then they ask another Russian, and this biggest Russian like English accent as well, I am from England. Nice. It's just like
Honestly, I'm really glad we're past those times, because personally, at the start of a match, I enjoy having tire tracks. In air combat, this can still happen, but more often than not, it's completely unintentional. And I'm really sorry. You might ask yourself, Seth, in an open sky that's relatively empty of planes, how do you manage to collide with one from your own team? To that, I answer, play Warthunder for free today. I am no longer asking. I have your family at gunpoint, and if you don't like your family, I don't. But I could, and all you have to do is download the game and start playing immediately.
I'm sorry,
Sign up
Seth.
using my link today, and you get a premium vehicle and a bunch of other things. And it's completely free. So what do you have to lose? Except the sands of limited time you have on this earth, quickly passing through your fingers, which could be better spent doing something more meaningful if you actually respected yourself enough to do that. Hey, let me tell you how I got here. I still remember the exact moment I broke. It was when I saw a particular GIF of She-Hulk attorney at law twerking.
What the fuck is this? I've seen this GIF all the time. I'm like half of the time not. I thought for most of the time that this was fake. Like in a sense, like why is this in a movie overall? It's from a TV show, She-Hulk. Is it a TV show or is it a movie? It's so weird. I don't fucking know at this point. Like, what the hell is this? What went through their mind?
When I broke. That's when I said, fuck it, I'm done. Nothing matters. I'm selling out. And I took out every contract at the same time. Now, in retrospect, I was probably just a little bit impulsive. Withdrawal can do that to you. I know I said it for the balloons video, but right now I'm finally, truly, fully unmedicated. Ritalin is a vampire, and it's gonna suck your will to live. It's gonna try and remind you every day you're nothing without it. And believe me, not a single day has passed where I did not consider going back. But after so long, I finally realized I'm not sick. I was never sick. I just live in a sick society where someone's individual worth is measured only by the raw productive output they can spit out before being chewed up by the gears, irrespective of their own unique neurochemistry and spirit. Fuck being valuable. It's not for me. It's never been for me. It's for sustaining some misery machine. I'm sorry I never read the fine print of my birth, but I never signed up for this. Look, I don't care about the sponsorship anymore. My current highest priority inside my scattered...
Oh, I love Seth. He makes this long video and just like near at the end, he's like, I don't give a fuck about the sponsorship anymore right after selling the product.
hunter-gatherer brain is to somehow stitch everything together into a coherent ending. In truth, I really do like this game, but you know what I like even more? Getting paid to do so. In all seriousness, if you have some situational awareness and actually help your team, you're gonna have a great time. Repairing, covering, supporting, and towing your teammates away to safety makes a huge difference because they're cannon fodder, and if the enemy shoots them, that means they're not gonna shoot you. Just like a doctor only treats the sick so he can beat the ever-living shit out of them himself, we help our team so they can help us rise to the top of a scoreboard. Also, there's custom skins. Your life is now slightly richer from this knowledge. In exchange, can somebody please tell me if there's some way to turn off Discord notifications? Because right now, I am having difficulties recording this footage. It says in this briefing I'm supposed to talk about what I enjoy most about this game. What I enjoy most is hearing this.
Oh my god, ASMR to my ass. Oh my god.
I know that something and someone out there in the open sky has been turned into human paste. I love it. Anyway, the video is ending, so please join me in prayer. Lord in heaven, please grant everyone online a present father figure in their lives so they can stop writing they cringe-ass comments and making they cringe-ass react videos. Unless you're Asmongold, you get a free pass because I actually met him at the same holiday.
Bro, what the fuck? Oh my god. I think that was double funny because he's calling me out because I'm reacting, because I'm like a cringe reactor, but also because of Asmongold, which is, you know, Asmongold is my homie, man.
Please grant everyone online a present father figure in their lives so they can stop writing they cringe-ass comments and making they cringe-ass react videos. Unless you're Asmongold, you get a free pass because I actually met him at the same holiday resort. Good times. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. Sorry for how slow it's been. It gets worse before it gets better. I know everybody adores those motivating tales of breaking addiction. And saying that I quit, relapsed, and quit again doesn't really sound that great, but it's reality. And reality is, most people don't break their addictions. It's nice to hope for the best, but not everyone gets a happy ending. And I'm not talking about myself. I'll be fine. Everybody hooked on Xanax? Yeah. Lamau. Lol even. My sincerest condolences. You are screwed. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos across my multiple manic, bipolar, bad bitch breakdowns. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
That was a great video. I'm sorry, Seth, that I'm one of those reactors. I apologize. I love your videos. You're great. You're amazing. You'll never know who I am. But it's fine. I love it. I'll continue loving his videos because they're fun overall. I love these. He's always a fun guy. Like, it's very few YouTuber I'm excited about watching, but Seth is always one of them. Bro, this sound is tearing my ear up. What is this? Is this just him shooting the guns? Like, what is going on? Is there something else happening here? No, there's just nothing else. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I see Warthunder. This doesn't interest me one bit, man. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't interest me one bit. But this video was pretty fucking cool. I liked the video. It was pretty nice. Go sub to Seth. He's great dude. Great fun. Tons of fun. Tons of love. Tons of everything. We gotta. I just love watching Seth, man. Funny guy. I was watching for many years. I think like probably. I don't know how many years. I think 5 or something. I don't remember. It's been quite a long time.